What's up? What's up? What's up? This your boy JG back with another video on music tips and reviews with JG. Appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. Like I always say, please subscribe to my channel. Also, I have Cash App $JGillsVA if you want to support my channel. If you have any requests, something you want me to talk about, music reviews, music video reviews, feel free. I have paid to react, so you can send me a Cash App, and I make sure I do those reactions and those requests. And also, as you're watching this premiere, I have Super Chat also available as well. And so, like I said, appreciate y'all for supporting. YouTube channel steadily growing. Always appreciate all the support and all the viewers that watch, all the comments that comment as well. And so I want to get into this topic. Bink is from my hometown, Virginia. Shout out to Bink. Always been a huge fan of Just Blaze. Extraordinary producer. Really built a big fan base from Rockefeller, as far as his producing and stuff like that. And so I just wanted to talk about this situation, this topic, this conversation kind of stirred back up after Bink was on Math Hoffa podcast show on YouTube, My Expert Opinion. Hope I'm saying his name right. Matt Hoffa, his show, and they talked about the blueprint and how Bink and Kanye, they started off producing for the blueprint, and Jay-Z was looking for a sound. He was looking for a sound, soul samples, so if you hear throughout Blueprint, it's soul samples. And so the argument is that Bink feels like Just Blaze stole his style, that Just Blaze is like a chameleon. At first he had a lot of beats that sounded like Swiss beats, as they mentioned, and I heard a lot of his old beats. It do sound, the rhythm of it, the choppy rhythms, really sound like just Swiss beats. The way Swiss beats chop up his drums and his melodies, on his songs, it do sound like Swiss beats. But I feel all these things does not take away from Just Blaze being an extraordinary producer. He has produced hits. That's a fact. He has produced great songs for not only Rockefeller people, but people outside Rockefeller. Songs that I really love. For like Talib Kweli, Marsha Ambrosius, and I feel Bink have every right to be mad, but I kind of agree with the other person that was on that show. He said, he asked Bink, does that add on to your legacy? And I feel it does. People are inspired by your production, and they want to use certain elements that you do in their production. I think that's inspiration. I remember when I first produced, I love Kanye West. I love beat cops once I got into the R&B, and a lot of my tracks did sound like beat cops and Kanye West when I first started, or Neptunes. I was inspired by a whole bunch of people when I first started. And so sometimes I'll be inspired to make something like Neptunes. I be inspired to make sample beats like Kanye, and you just inspired. But the issue Bink has is that Just Blaze doesn't acknowledge that he bit his style, and that's the frustration, or the kind of frustration that Bink has. He feels that it takes away from his legacy as being a pioneer of that soul sample sound. And Jay-Z said, that he was looking for that sound, and Just Blaze delivered. But I think that issue that was kind of like a barrier between Bink and Rockefeller was that Bink wasn't signing certain deals with Rockefeller, to be like a certain in-house producer. And so I guess Just Blaze got more attention, as far as notoriety. I can't even get my words out. But notoriety, in the Rockefeller camp. Jay-Z was, he still is one of the greatest rappers. And so a greatest rapper, say Just Blaze on a track, Just Blaze is going to get all the attention. That's a fact. And so some people said that Bink was jealous, and then some people said that, certain things. But I'm kind of, in the middle. I know a lot of other producers that be inspired by certain people. They say they were inspired by them, and Just Blaze can say that, and maybe Just Blaze was just inspired by what Jay-Z wanted. I think he was inspired by what Jay-Z just wanted, and he really wanted a placement on the blueprint. And so I think Just Blaze just did whatever it took in order to get those placements. And the tracks he did on the album Blueprint was extraordinary. So we're gonna look at the Blueprint track list, and I'm just gonna look at the songs that Bink did and the songs that Just Blaze did. Ruler's Back was good, a good intro opening to Blueprint. And then also Kanye said that Just Blaze stole his style as well. That was a conversation as well. And I think Just Blaze did an extraordinary job. I love the orchestration on the sample on Girls, 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 Just Blaze. You Don't Know was dope. I think the difference between Bink and Just Blaze, I feel like Bink's sample, where he approached samples and drums, is more looser and more livelier than Just Blaze. I think Just Blaze is more of a quantized feel, more straight feel, hard drums and so forth like that. And Kanye, he's more heavy on the sample side than Just Blaze. I think Kanye let the sample kind of breathe more in his production. And I love the way Bink, I love his drum choices. I love his drum choices that he uses in his songs. So, and then Timbaland did Hola Ovito. It's totally different, like Bink said, totally different sound from the rest of the album. Song Cry, Just Blaze. I think Just Blaze did an extraordinary job on that. So Kanye, Bink, and Just Blaze did most of the songs. Breathe Easy. Bink did Blueprint, Mama Love Me. That was dope. So I think they all contribute a great part into making this album a classic album. And they should all be proud of what they did on that album. I don't think it should be any animosity or things of that nature. Honestly, to me, all of them did a extraordinary job as far as production wise. All of them played a good part, a pivotal part in the album. Being opening up the album, with that sample, with the horns on that song on Ruler's Back. And so that's just my opinion. I think they're both all great. They asked him, Bink, is it a kind of, I'm paraphrasing, but they said, if it's like a pro and con to, being humble and being, not in front of the camera and stuff like that. He said it is a pro and a con. The con is that people don't know who you are, and don't give you the recognition because they don't know who you are, in public. And then, not knowing what you are as far as a pro, you can go wherever you want to. People are not really gonna know who you are unless you tell them that you produce so and so track. And so they asked him that. They asked a lot about Virginia. Is it really a sound for Virginia? And I agree with them. Virginia is a melting pot. Everybody come. A lot of influences are in this area. Miami sound, Atlanta sound, New York sound. Every sound. And so I think, in conclusion, I think Bink has a right to feel the way he feel, but I feel just I don't think you should take away from what Just Blaze contribute to the album as well. He signed the deal. Of course, Jay-Z is going to give him more recognition as far as the blueprint. More of his songs is going to be the single because of the certain deals that took place. But Bink had as great songs as Just Blaze did. But Just Blaze, he had some great singles. Girls, 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 Song Cry, You Don't Know, extraordinary production. But I think their production is a tad bit different. A lot of if you think about in the 90s, people was jocking Teddy Riley, the New Jack Swing, and people won't really offended. Teddy won't really offended because he created that sound, and he was confident that he was the pioneer of that sound, New Jack Swing. And so, feel free to give me a comment what you thought about it. If you agree or disagree with what I said. And so I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Please subscribe to my channel. Tell your mom, tell your dad, your sister, your brother, your cousin, everybody, subscribe to my channel. Alright, this has been another video from your boy JG. Alright, peace.